Bitcoin is currently at a massive support level, guys. It could actually give us a nice bounce from here. I'll be talking about how important this blue line is currently for Bitcoin, and I'll be also giving you the best long and short setups for Bitcoin, and also I'll walk you through Ethereum, because it also has a nice place to buy Ethereum where it could give us a nice setup and also a nice short setup. So watch till the end. Now let me start with Bitcoin and why or how important is this blue line at 63.4k. Now if you go to the 4-hourly time frame and we check the volume profile, this volume profile tool is very important because it gives us the places where it's very important to pay close attention. It disregards price action where it doesn't have much volume, and it gives us where the price has actually been supported by volume, whether be it by a nice rise or a nice short. Now if you can see through this volume profile, we have the value area high, the top of this range at 71.3k, which has actually been a massive area to short Bitcoin, and we also have the value area low at 63.4k, which we're at right now. So hence this is why I'm saying Bitcoin is currently at massive support. If Bitcoin loses $63,000, then we could expect a massive downward movement at least till 60,000k. However, more realistically, just because we don't have much volume at these current prices, we could actually expect a further downward movement till $57,000 or even $50,000. So $63,000 is very critical. There's no worry right now because we haven't actually lost the price, or we haven't actually lost the level. However, if we do, then we actually could expect a further down movement. Now let me walk you through, guys, the best long and short setups for Bitcoin. As I've said, 63,000 is very important. If we lose it, then we can actually expect Bitcoin to further go down. However, we haven't done that yet, so we can be optimistic and expect Bitcoin to bounce from here. If it does, then it would be very nice. It would give us a nice setups to buy and short Bitcoin. So let me walk you through, guys, the best long and short setups if you're interested in trading Bitcoin, and then I'll be explaining why I'll also be interested in some setups for Ethereum. So as you can see here, if we go on the 15-minute time frame, we have this SFP that's very possible on $63,000. As I've said, $63,000, the blue line is very important. So if Bitcoin actually goes back and tests this line again, and also it takes liquidity, it goes under these levels, goes under the red line at $63.34 thousand, then if it does this move, then we can actually get into a nice long trade, because what it would be doing is basically kicking all those trades, liquidating all those trades, and then actually give us the real move and the real bounce from this price level. I'm not saying Bitcoin will be definitely going down, but if it does, then this would be a nice opportunity. If it fakes out and then does this nice move, then we could actually be in a nice long setup. So as you can see here, you could enter from this level, have the short setup, or have the stop loss at the wick, and then be targeting the higher prices, at least $65,000. But it could be also a nice trade to hold till creating an all-time high. So the first trade that I'm interested in, if Bitcoin drops down, is faking out this levels and then going above. If it doesn't, if we see Bitcoin starts to break down and it doesn't give us the fake out, if it actually does this move, then we could actually expect price to go further down. So as I've said, I'm very optimistic of Bitcoin as long as it holds 63,000. However, right now Bitcoin could actually bounce from the current price, but if it doesn't, if it keeps going down, I'll be waiting for Bitcoin to hit again the blue line. So that was the first setup that I'm interested in, the first long setup. However, I'll be also interested in some nice short setups for Bitcoin. As you can see, we have some unfinished highs from this area around 65,000, and we also have the Fibonacci level taken from this high till the downward movement. So we actually have some confluence, and also we have the $65.388 the red line, which is also the previous week point of control. So we have major confluence at this level. Also we have the anchored VWAP taken from the high. So if this goes also down, it would give us an extra confluence at this level. So this would be a very technical short. If whether Bitcoin starts to rise from this current price, or it actually gives us the long trade, then it gives us the bounce. I'll be expecting Bitcoin to give us a nice short setup. If it does, or if it fakes out and does a weak reaction, then you could wait for Bitcoin and actually take a short setup. However, I don't recommend putting a limit level at this short setup area. You should actually put an alert, and then once you see the weak reaction, then get into a short setup. So let me recap the small setups I'm interested in. The first long is like this. If it does, then we can actually enter a long setup. And also the second setup that I'm interested in, the short setup, is actually giving us a weak movement, taking the lows, or sorry, the highs from this area, and then actually going downward. So this is the first setup, and this is the second setup I'm interested in. We have a long and we have a short. However, I'll be also talking to you guys why this level, this red box, the whole $66,000 between $66,000.6 till $67,700. Very important because, as I've said on the volume profile, if you go back to the volume profile, we can see that this is the most traded volume area, as you can see, from about 66 till 67.7 thousand. So this Bitcoin actually starts reclaiming those levels and actually hits this box of major resistance, then we could actually think of taking a nice short. Also, if Bitcoin rises till these areas and then fakes out and gives us a weak reaction, then this also could be a major higher time frame short. But however, if Bitcoin actually, instead of breaking down, if Bitcoin starts reclaiming those levels and I actually see a strong reaction at each level, then if Bitcoin actually goes above the final most important resistance at $67.7 thousand, then we could actually expect a nice rise. And actually, I could say that if Bitcoin goes above $67.7 thousand, we're expecting an all-time high being created. So we could actually take a nice long from $67,000 or about $68,000, still the all-time high at the 9% increase. So this is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Now let me walk you through, guys, the final thing that I wanted to mention, which is a short and a long setup for Ethereum. As you can see, we have Ethereum. We could switch to the 15-minute time frame. We have this smaller range that we could trade. If Ethereum does a fake out of those levels, hits the NPOC at 3430 and then goes back above, then we can actually take a nice long setup from this level. As you can see, you'll have, or place your trade here, have the stop loss on the wick and then target this area. And also from the other side, if Bitcoin or Ethereum, whether it actually goes down then back above, or if it starts moving upwards from this current price, I'm also interested in a short setup. As you can see here, if Ethereum hits $35.58 thousand also and then moves back up downwards under the 3540, then I'm also interested in a short setup. So we can actually see that we have a nice short setup at this level. We have the stop loss here and the full target will be actually the opposite. So we can see we have a nice long and short setup for Ethereum. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching this video. Please hit the like button and also subscribe and make sure to activate the notification bell. Thanks for watching.